Another week. We back with another Caviar conversation. It's your man, Sir William L.
Sartorial King.
And this is Caviar Conversations.
Caviar for breakfast, champagne, 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 bubble bath.
Special guest.
Special guest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chris Lewis. Miss Crystal. They are here with the One Love Jerk Hunt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We glad you came with us, my brother. This has been a long time coming.
It's been a long time, man. It's I know it's been hard linking up, and it's been, but you know how it is, business, work, family, how it get, so, but I'm just glad we here, man.
Yes, I'm glad you guys could join us this evening. Everybody got busy schedules. I understand that. But it's one love, it's family. Got to throw that one love in there.
That's right.
And I'm glad that you guys could be with us for real, definitely.
Yeah.
So
thank you for having us.
Yeah, Sir William L and I just came off a 1 year anniversary of Caviar Conversations, and Caviar and Cream is the brand. And we had a great dinner, great vibes, great moments. And we, you guys for real are the first guest of the new year.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what's up. I like that.
So for 2022, you guys are the first guest on the show, which is great. You starting off our year, you starting off our vibe, and I appreciate that, man. Definitely.
Their last name is Lewis. So I know this is going to be a great interview. My last name is Lewis.
Oh, yeah? What is it? Is it Lewis or?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So you got some island in you?
Like I said, probably somewhere down the line.
Down the generation somewhere. Okay,
I got somewhere in there.
What quick story. So what I was in an office downtown. I don't know if it was a Social Security, whatever office. And it was a lady down there that saw my name. She said, "It's Lew. You from where? You got to be from the islands." I said, "How you know?" She's like, "Most people from the islands is Lewis." I never even knew that.
Wow.
So that's why I asked you.
Over the LOU? Over the LOU?
Yeah.
Because that's like a first name. I always tell people that's like for a Spanish culture, like that's how you would spell it, like Louis first name.
Luis. Right.
Luis.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, so when she told me that, I was like, man, I thought I owed her some money or something. But I was like, who's you? But she was like, you gotta be from the islands, because that's how she has a lot of island friends and family, and she was like, everybody with the name Lewis got the Lewis in there.
Wow.
So that's just a fun fact.
That's good to know, my brother.
We learned something. Miss Crystal, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing good.
Good. We glad you could be with us this evening. This is how do I say, family on top of family. I always say this. You have been, you don't even know this, but you have been good to my man over here, my brother.
Yeah, that's my partner in crime right here.
Yes. Me and him go way back freshman year, college.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen each other grow in different areas. It's just like, he's doing his thing, we doing our thing. And I'm glad that, he has a smart, beautiful woman by his side.
Right.
This is real. This is what we wanted back. This is what we talked about back in the day.
Man, she be handling the logistics part of my life. I can't handle that. She do the schedule of my life. She do everything. I'll be forgetting. She like my own like personal like event planner, notebook, calculator, all that.
You gotta keep it right.
You gotta keep it right. I have my calendar on me every day. I gotta get mixed up or mess up with dates.
Yes.
There's just so many dates floating all over the place.
She be snapping. She be like, didn't I tell you this was on this date the third time? I'm like, I don't even know.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
even when we were, planning this, Will, I'm talking to him, and she's like, okay, what date and what time? And I'm like, okay, let's go. She keeps it right. It's like, let's go right now. So guys, what are you guys drinking tonight? What you want here?
Listen. I gotta bring it back to the culture.
Before what we're drinking in, and I'm gonna say why. Because anytime this one or any of his friends come over, they always, it's like some sort of celebratory thing. where they have to break all of my glasses.
Ooh.
I don't know what's happening with their conversations. They just get so nice that glasses slip out of hands. And I always complain about it. So now these are.
I guess she got metal glasses now.
Glasses
I mean, well, not metal, but metal cups.
Wow.
Yeah. So it cannot be broken for the next gathering because every gathering I lose about 2 wine glasses or glasses with him and his friends.
Making sure nothing breaks.
Hey, hold on. Where you guys grabbing the metal glasses from?
It was like a Home Goods.
Home Goods.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like I was saying, you know, no wine tonight. I know y'all is wine connoisseurs. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa. That Lamar Covert is the wine connoisseur.
Oh,
we just try to, you know, acclimate to what is, you know, what's the best grape. We don't know what's the best grape. Go ahead.
We don't discriminate on anything.
Well, listen here. I had to bring it back to my culture. We sipping on some Ray and Nephew right now.
Oh, yo.
We sipping on little Ray and Nephew. I had to bring it back. We're going to be talking about some jerk sauce. We're going to talk about, you know, it's only right.
That Ray and Nephew is strong.
It's only right. It's a little strong, you know.
Listen,
you know what I mean? It bring me back to them Lincoln days. You have to, you know.
It makes sense now.
Hold on. I'm definitely going to get into that. Ray and Nephew, I had in the grill in Jamaica, and it for like I think a 4-day weekend. Brother, Ray and Nephew is real.
It's real. Yo, my grandfather lived to 90 something, drinking this every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day. I'm not even lying. My grandpa from Jamaica. When I went out there to visit, he would literally drink this every day. Lived at 90 something. Hopefully, I'm that lucky. I don't know, but
yeah, times are different. I don't know.
Take a shot of that every day.
Yeah, I'm like people live.
Listen, I don't know how they do it.
Yeah,
I can't. The old school Jamaicans and old head Jamaican people. I don't know how they do it.
Or if you go to the park when you do get the drinks from the guy in the back of his truck, he puts like 1 drop of a mixer. I'm like, how can we do that? I need a full mixer. I need with the Ray and Nephew.
She talking about the part West Philly and from the Please Touch Museum on Sundays.
Okay.
It's a cricket game. There's a crowd there. We go out there to hang out. Good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, they put the dance hall music on. Somebody's out there with the jerk chicken. Somebody's out there with the fish, fried fish, the soup, the goat soup. All that stuff out there, you know. You got somebody in the park with they drinks,
and everybody just knows it's the bar,
right?
The same older guy with his minivan, and we just know that's the bar over there.
Yeah,
it's the strangest thing, but
no, you got to come down, check it out, Ryan. You got to come down, check it out.
I am. There's a guy in my neighborhood that's like that. Cops shut him down though. They shut him down. And, he would have like the ices.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Okay.
And pour stuff in it, you know, and you had to say 1 cherry, 2 cherry, 3 cherry as the code word.
Oh,
so that you can get shot in the cup. But so you know, police used to start camping out, and the next thing you know.
Oh, they got hit to him.
Yeah, he got hit to him. The line was too long, man. It was too long.
Oh, he was making too much money, man.
Yeah,
they thought it was a wire out there.
But do you can't even or don't even shut this down.
Oh, no,
every year they say it's going to get shut down. It's going to get shut down, and it's been going for as long as I can recall.
Yeah,
and he comes back.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like a unwritten rule out there. You know what I'm saying? The cops out there. As long as you don't block the SEPTA buses, as long as you don't whatever, I shouldn't even be saying this right now. But it's let's say it's an unwritten rule. You know, they let you it's no shootings, no nothing. They let, you know, people play their games and do whatever and rock out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
They don't bother nobody.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually bad. I'm actually like I don't even want to really introduce what I was drinking that at the Ray and Nephew.
No, go ahead. I want to see what you.
This is so left field though. It's called James E. Pepper 1776.
Oh, I had that before. Yeah.
What's that, a wine?
This feels like a racist bourbon.
Did that say bourbon?
You know what? I never had that before. I thought that was a wine. There was like this one wine that has from the barrels.
Yes, I know. I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a bourbon. It's 50%, 100 proof. James E. Pepper, 1776, and that year does not feel like it was really made for us.
Yeah.
I don't know why I have this, but either way,
I like a good bourbon now and then.
Yeah, it's a new blend though. It's a new blend, so it's a new company. Anybody knows my favorite is Michter's and Four Roses. Those are my thing. Michter's and Four Roses.
Wow, I feel like I'm not even part of the party because I just got like some regular juice. I just came in, got some regular juice fresh from the gym.
I got the Ray nephew out for you. Come on, man.
I know.
It's a weekday.
I know. That's not Louis. That's not Louis something. You know what I mean? It's not a Louis thing.
Yeah, usually he has some rosé or champagne.
Normally.
Yeah.
So I gotta ask you guys, how did we get to One Love Jerk Hut? Like, what is the story that got us there?
All right. So I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna let her, then she takes it to. So basically, if you didn't know, as you can see, I have Jamaican heritage, right? So when my aunt, she passed away, she had a Jamaican restaurant on Ogons Avenue, Philadelphia, called Virus Kitchen. Now, you heard of it?
Yo,
Virus Kitchen.
Yeah, that was your aunt.
Yes, that's my aunt.
What?
Wow.
That's my aunt. Yeah, that's my aunt.
Small world.
I know you all this time. I never knew that, dog.
Yeah, so my brother. So I came here when I was like 3 years old, right? So I didn't really grow up in Jamaica too long. I came here when I was 3. So my aunt came here first. And then she sent for my dad and my mom. So this is my aunt. This is my dad's sister. So she sent for us. We lived in West Oak Lane. She would do little platters till she got herself a restaurant, and she opened up Virus Kitchen. So fast forward like 20 whatever years. So I leave college. I meet her. We lived in a condo. We would throw little get-togethers. She loves to throw get-togethers. So we's always throwing get-togethers. I would make the jerk chicken, but I could not get the jerk chicken right like my brother and my dad did, right? So I would just go out to the store and buy what's that paste? What's the jerk seasoning? I would just go out and buy jerk seasoning at the supermarket, right? Mm-hmm. But I would see so when my family come over, my brother would make this jerk sauce from scratch. My dad and my brother would just come over to the condo, have a little kit, like it was a kit actually, with seasonings, herbs, everything, make the sauce from scratch, right? Yeah. Then take the chicken, they would do it for me, do whatever. People be like, man, this is the best jerk chicken I ever had. I'm like, man, you got it. That's to my brother or that's to my dad. You know what I'm saying? Mm. And then I was like, man, we would throw something almost every other weekend. So it got to the point where I was like, man, just show me how to make it. Just teach me how to make it, right? So my brother was like, all right, I'm gonna come over and show you how to make it, And then one time my dad, he's original. So he showed like every little thing, you know what I'm saying? Measurements, everything. Even though Jamaican people don't do measurements. Jamaican people don't do measurements
at all.
Yeah, her father's Jamaican too. So yeah, they don't do no measurements. They don't. So it went from there. So I was just at parties, I was making it. So when people came over, they would see me make it, and I would make the jerk chicken. So then my jerk chicken start to take off. People be like, "Oh, okay."
I'm gonna stop here really fast. So we had, for the most part, we had the recipe, but we made it a little bit spicier than the original. So the original is sweeter. Right. It's a little more
that's true.
Watery too. More like a marinade. Well, more like I don't know how to word it, but definitely water. So we tweaked it slightly.
Right.
But it was still overall that was the original family recipe.
That's true. So I'm making it. So I have friends that was, they doing cookouts, they doing whatever. Yo, hook me up. Make some of the, I want some jerk chicken. Hook me up, Bob.
Yeah.
So I would make it in jugs, just hand it to them. So it got to the point where people was just dropping off money at the house. Yo, I got a cookout. Bam, make some of that sauce for me. I need to make some jerk chicken. Just tell me what to do. I'll do it myself. I put it on the grill. Bam, I will make it. And it was like an exchange. They come up, I send you some money, just make it, send it to whatever. So they telling their friends. And I'm making it for people I don't even know, right?
Yeah.
So I'm making it for like strangers, friends of friends, right? So somebody came up to us, was like, yo, man, y'all need to just sell it. So I was like, I'm like, okay, I don't really, know too much or whatever. But you know what happens when hard times come around, that's when you start you know what I'm saying? So I remember it didn't even start off as sauce. It started off as Sam's Club had this thing where you could bring your business down, right? And you could it was a Sam's Club at Franklin Mills, is now Philadelphia Mills, if I'm not mistaken. Am I right? It's Philadelphia.
Yeah,
Philadelphia
it is.
Mills.
Yeah, you're right.
So they had this event where you could bring your small business or your whatever down, and they set up in the parking lot. The whole thing was like they shut down the whole parking lot. Everything was set up. You bring it out there, you show it off, you sell whatever, bam, like that, right? So I said to her, we needed some furniture, and then she wanted to go to Jamaica. So then the hustler mindset came in. I said, man, all right, hold on. I remember my aunt back in the day. I used to go working for her. She used to go down to Penn's Landing, down
Second, Third Street, yeah.
Yeah, so she used to sell the kebabs, and she used to sell the jerk chicken, and she used to sell like all that stuff. She used to make a killing, right?
Yeah.
So basically, I said, yo, let's go do this, blah, blah. She was like, man, this ain't gonna make, but Chris, what's wrong with you? This ain't gonna make no money. So she had a grill. She had this small little gas grill. So I packed up the gas grill. We went down to Sam's Club. It looked so rinky dink. Went down there, put like a little cover, a cardboard sign. So then I went out there. I did have the sauce. It was like in a mason jar.
Yeah, we put the sauces in a small mason jar, like you get from Michael's, and we got little chalkboard sticker.
Yeah,
and then on the front of it, we literally just wrote like "One Love Jerk," like jerk sauce, hot jerk sauce. Right. I don't even know, but we wrote like on like the sticker. Like
I know it looks
one.
It looked horrible. It looks terrible. But
look, you got it started though.
Yeah. So after that, we did not sell any jerk sauce, but I sold a bunch of kebabs. So I sold out of kebabs probably within like 20 minutes. This one guy bought one, walked around with it, had a line, sold out of everything like in 20 minutes. So then, because
the setup, like I told you, like he told you.
Yeah.
But it took one person because it smelled like they could smell it because he was grilling it right there. So the smell was like, and he took it, he walked with it somewhere. He came back, I think, like, oh, that was so good. Can I get some more? And then before you know, all these people were in line. Yeah. It just took one person to be like, oh, that was really good. And everybody started coming over.
So then after that, like, that's when she was like, okay. At first, you got to admit, you didn't believe in it. You didn't believe in me. But
type of situation. I wanted us to be a little bit more.
She didn't believe.
Sure, the tablecloth was blowing, and it was just like it was a lot. We had like poster board. Like we went to the dollar store and got tablecloth and a poster board. It was just like,
I was like, come on, man, you got to believe in me, baby. You got to believe in me. You know what I'm saying? He's like, no, Chris. I'm like, come on, man, you got to believe in me. You know what I'm saying? So we went out there, made some money. We did go to Jamaica, did we not? We went to Jamaica.
Okay.
We did one more show, I think, and then we went to Jamaica.
Yeah. So we met this lady that did the Puerto Rican Day Festival in Philly.
Uh-huh.
And that's when she was like, okay, I'm taking this seriously. I'm taking it off. And that's how it kind of started off.
Yeah, we didn't really sell much, but we wasn't as rinky-dink there, but we didn't really sell much there for some reason. We sold more, like definitely at the other place.
Yeah, so like I said, it was the lady from the Puerto Rican Day Festival. She had us come out, and we did the Puerto Rican Day Festival, which we sold nothing there either. But she was cool. She was cool because what did she do after that?
So it was strange because the event happened, and we did sell a little bit. We did sell some sauce. It was this barbershop that really supported us good, but it wasn't like, it was a disappointing sort of kind of event turnout for us. It was a lot of people there, but not buyers. I would say maybe, sometimes culturally they might have preferred something else, and we were, at a Puerto Rican Day Festival, so they would probably prefer, not Jamaican food. But it was interesting because like weeks had passed and she called, and I'm like, why is this lady calling from this event? I'm like, did we leave something? Like, but she called like, hey, you guys, she just started inquiring if she can give our number to somebody from a brewery. And she was like, yeah, because I really told them about your food. Like, we did give her some kebabs and jerk chicken, so she must really liked it because she was like, I told him about your food and he's interested if you guys want to do food for the brewery. And that's when it started. So that's when we met Sean from Naked Brewery. He was in charge of all their events. Yeah. And it took off from there. Like, they were booking us at times. Sometimes we were booked a couple times a month to come out to their brewery and do. Wow. And they would have us like on a Saturday night, like on a pretty busy night with a band. And that's when we kind of like really took off, because we did that one, and then the next brewery called, and then another brewery called, and next thing you know, we're doing like 5-6 different breweries doing food there. Right.
And then after that, she took the jerk sauce, and then she just took off with the jerk sauce. Yeah.
I felt like, all right, so the thing is, I like food, and there's moments when we make a ton of money from food, trust me. But there are some bad moments. If it's a bad day, it rains, downpours, the crowd. Yeah. It definitely, it's so up and down. And when with food, that's it, it's got to trash. And I just felt like we had to focus our energy on one thing. Like, so we decided that it was financially more important, like, to focus on sauce. Just because if a show doesn't do good, it rains out, it's a, cancellation. Yeah. You don't have to throw that in the trash. It's not a done deal, it's not spoiled, right? So there's less things being thrown out, and we definitely did the food at the breweries because that's where we started. So definitely did the food at the breweries, like here and there, like as a pop-up, but was more focused and energy kind of into selling sauce and not doing food.
Yeah. So when I saw her, when it changed, when I saw her and she was like, you did a show and you were like, man, I made more money than in one day than I make, because she's a teacher. Mm-hmm. So she's a professional teacher. So she's like, she was like, Chris, I made more money than I made at salary, like what?
That for 2 weeks.
For a 2-week salary in probably like a couple hours. So when she told me that, I said, so she took it. So that's why I said she took it and she took off with it. And I try to support it any way I can, you know what I'm saying? And
so let me ask you.
Try to give advice, it ain't always the best, but I try to give advice, and you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you. So that was the Harry Potter festival, by the way. Yeah. So that was food, though.
Harry Potter festival. Where's that hell?
It used to be in Chestnut Hill until Harry Potter. The
Warner Brothers studio.
They sent a cease and desist to Chestnut Hills
Association,
whoever that planned it, and they had to get rid of it. But
they wanted a mill. They wanted a mill from the association to take the name and to keep the festival, because when they found out they was making so much money, brother. No, they don't play. They don't play.
It was big. People was from New York. People from over,
and people from Japan came all the way down to that festival.
Yeah, that was a big festival. I remember that. That was
right.
A really big.
So,
somebody in Philly put that together that made people from abroad come.
Yeah, it was the Chestnut Hill. I forgot Business Association from Chestnut Hill.
Festival. Wow. It's kind of like. You remember when they used to have the jazz festival up here?
All God's having them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Dwight Evans. The Dwight Evans put that together.
Yeah, it was a big joint. So let me ask you guys, Crystal, are you still a teacher?
Yeah.
Okay, so my question is, when did you guys realize, like, yo, we could possibly step away from that 9 to 5 because this jerk is booming right now. Business is booming.
Yeah. The foot is almost out. Just a few more levels of security before completely pulling out. Because one thing that's not together is the winter. Okay. Living in Philly, everything just shuts down.
And especially with the COVID stuff going on, you know what I mean?
Yes.
One thing that I see that she does, and I don't know, I could speak because I see, one thing I see that she does, she does have like one foot out of there, but you got to understand, like, with a business, sometimes, all right, I would say like this. When people start a business, I think you should be prepared to take an L. You got to have in your mindset, I'm going to be taking an L, and you got to have that will to keep moving forward. You're always, I don't know nobody that started a business that never took an L. You see what I'm saying?
Is this all you do? Is this like your full-time business, the jerk sauce?
Yeah. Oh, as far as other business ventures?
Yeah.
Yes. We're thinking of other things.
Both of you guys can answer that.
Yeah.
Well, she mostly does it. She's mostly into it more than, and I come in and sometimes, you know what I mean? Because it was my family recipe.
Right.
She'll like go, Chris, I need to come up with a new flavor. And, I'll sit down, I'll get in the kitchen, mix something up. It might take 2, 3, 4 tries, come to a bam. Here goes something.
Oh, yeah, and I want to speak on that because we kind of skipped over that. So like I said, it started with the original family recipe. So when we first was selling, it was a mild and a hot. So we just called it mild, hot jerk sauce. Mild jerk sauce, hot jerk sauce. And then the first thought on a flavor was mango. So it went from that first year having 3 flavors to now, I think almost 14 or 15 flavors at this point now. So that within from 2018 to 2022, or you don't even want to really count this year much, but between 4 years, it came up with almost 15 flavors.
Wow. Has anybody ever tried to copy your flavors?
Yes.
No, we really want to put that out there. You don't want to put the names out there, because this guy, he's
we're not going to too much. That for sure. Yes, there's someone.
He's a popular guy in Philly.
Yeah,
that's all I'm gonna say.
This is how I kind of knew. On Instagram, it was like an accidental like. Well, I thought it was a real like because I was like, oh, okay, but doesn't follow us on social media. But it was a like, and I'm like, people can like, but it was we're from Philly, you're from Philly. It was kind of strange. Didn't think anything of the like, but then I think after the like, I think I might have hit the follow button to follow. Never got a follow back, and I didn't really care about all that. But I just was like, oh, okay, this person's on there. Couple weeks passed, and I, in my feed, I saw, now bottling up my jerk sauce. Try to do a bottling up thing. And then some of the flavors were a little peculiar because it was just
it was the same exact name.
Yeah, I was like, huh?
The same exact name?
Yeah.
Same exact name. And I was upset for her. So, but I was, after a while, I talked to people, they was like, man, you must be doing something right if this person's on this level.
Yeah.
Because we wasn't.
Oh, and another thing, it gets worse. But all right, so that was short-lived because the jarring of the bottles stopped. So must have not known the direction to go with it or figured that person was better off with food. Really? But this is what really, I think, made me a little like, all right, now this person is from Philadelphia. We're Bucks County. Most of the events we do are Bucks County. Like I told you, we got connections with the breweries in Bucks County and we're doing stuff there. Then we were doing food at this brewery. We're the only Caribbean thing, and we're only the Caribbean one in Bucks County, in that area anyway. And suddenly we see on the calendar, because we know their calendar because we follow them, they follow us. And we see that this person is showing up now at the same breweries that we were doing.
Wow.
Well, tell me you didn't get the breweries from us because you only do Philly and you only do certain things in Philly.
Yeah, now you going in venture territory. You going out.
Yeah. Then you suddenly pop up in Bucks County and you're doing the same place that we're doing, and then you're bottling up sauces, and some of your flavors now are the flavors. And I know we, at the time, we were small time. We didn't have that much followers. So probably easy for somebody that has a lot of followers like that person did to just bite from us because they're like, oh, these people are small time. So I saw it. I see the thought logic. Like, oh, they only got, I don't know how many followers, couple hundred, probably nothing big. But yeah, that's when I really knew, all right, you definitely are taking some ideas or taking some stuff from our page. So
you know that people say that flattery is like
that's what I was gonna say. I told her I was gonna tell her, like, you know, you should be kind of flattered, you know. At first she didn't, she was like, I'm not flattered at all. But I'm like, you should be flattered. You should be flattered.
Okay, or I mean, you can do, it's all about, you can do, like, it's like this, somebody can do the same recipe, but doesn't mean that it's gonna taste the same. So at the end of the day, all right, you're trying to do this, but that doesn't mean it's going to taste like this one, you know? So that's why the sauce thing, I wasn't really that. It was really kind of like when you're now starting to go into the territory that I'm in. Like, it's kind of like a unspoken rule. Like, why are you?
He was on your turf.
Why are you in Bucks County? Like Bucks County, come on. Why are you? You did not search that and find it on your own.
Hey, Will, I think we got to talk about it.
Turf, yo. You was about what?
You can break it down.
Hey, Will, I think we got to talk about it, Will. I think it's only right because we got Chris here. We gonna keep it 100. I think we should talk about this. Yo, it happened to us as well.
Oh, okay.
No, like for real, like within this past week.
Wow.
Within this past week.
But hold up. You know one thing. I could see.
Go.
That I could see that happening. The people that you had on already from the rip. The guy from Ralph Lauren. I was like,
we done. That's it. He just said it. Said it.
Listen, it blew my mind. I was at work. I'm showing people like, yo, this is my homie. He got the dude. Listen, Rob. When I saw that, I was proud. Like, I'm like, man, this is. I don't know if that was your first or second episode.
I think it was the first one, right?
I said, man, get out of here.
First.
So I was impressed. I was impressed. So you can see if from an outsider looking in, that's even thinking about dabbling in your lane. They like, come on, man.
Yo.
I got to get Joe Smo from around the corner. Talk to him on my podcast, and I gotta build levels. You know what I'm saying? I gotta start small. This dude is jumping up to me and see, you know, dudes that Ralph Lauren creative directors and all that, you know. So I can see that. Y'all came out, y'all came out the gate doing 100. So I see,
you, bro. You already know. I feel warm inside. You saying it, bro. It's for real, like literally. But it's me and Will, you know, we were talking. This is a year ago now, and we just like, yo, you know, we wanted to do something different. One, you know, we of the darker hue. We're black. We're the greatest. We're the Asiatic man. You know,
right?
That's one. And you know, we wanted to introduce something for us, for our color, where people can feel like they could talk about luxury, they could talk about food, they could talk about travel. And it not be in a pretentious way, right? Like, oh, you didn't do this. And you know, people tend to make people feel like they can't do something, right?
Right.
You know, him and I, and if y'all don't know the story, him and I, you know, met through my cousin at a cookout.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody is at the cookout drinking, getting hammered, whatever.
Too that night, y'all.
Yes. He was on Ray and Nephew.
Oh, you was on the Ray and Nephew too. Okay.
On Ray and Nephew, you know, and you know, we vibing. Him and I are talking like, you know, about like brands. We talk about all this stuff. He's like, it's there. The conversation is there to the point where it was not funny to us no more. It was like, yo, we got to do something together. We got to go into business together. This is it. We got to make moves to the next to whatever's going to happen. And we felt like if only you put your feet down and start with something, it will come to fruition. So just like you said, Crystal, about the sign or the label was janky. Again, go watch our first episode. Our first episode, we had no good lighting, nothing whatsoever. And we just went on it with a dream and to have a discussion. That's it. And only because of some of my relationships with people that I could call on that gentleman, Mr. John Bazone, and say, hey, would you be our first guest? I felt like he had something to add to the conversation about where we were trying to go with this brand, period.
Right.
To speak on what y'all went through, we got a young man. I want to cook, but at the same time, it just kind of feels like, that was our first guest for our podcast.
He got our first guest and try to get him to do what he did for us.
Right.
That's like somebody calling y'all up for the next podcast, like, yo, I got a show called Conversations with Caviar. Y'all want to come on?
You know what I mean? Maybe
I got a show called Conversations with Sushi.
Yeah, maybe not our name.
With hamburger meat and you know what I mean? Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, maybe not our name, but at the same time, like it felt like it was the same course of action.
Right.
Yo, let me get this gentleman, whatever. And he's like, for real, John was retired, doing his thing with his wife. They have a beautiful bed and breakfast in Cape May. They doing their thing. And I was kind of like, the rollout, the questioning, all of that, it kind of felt like, all right, hey, what's
spot on? It was spot on you.
Spot on. Not even on us. Just spot on. It was like, it felt really like deliberate.
So hold on. So you saying the man had the same questions? He had the same questions?
Listen, and when I posted this
promo video, from what I hear,
look, to talk about the same things. We know this gentleman worked on Wall Street on the film with Michael Douglas,
right?
Because he was working with Alan Flusser. Alan Flusser, if people don't know, is, if everybody's seen Devil Wears Prada, and Miranda Priestley was the head of Runway, which is Anna Wintour for Vogue. Alan Flusser is the guy who tells Ralph Lauren to put out a line. He's the person that says, yo, you can't put that out. That's trash. Go back, design again. This guy who we had on the show worked under him. That was his mentor. Boom. I met Alan Flusser as well. This guy, creative director for 25 years to Ralph Lauren. He's, in the field of clothing, everybody, he's a goat. Everybody like him, right?
Right.
He's done his own thing. He had his own line in Barney's. Come on.
Right. I still want to check out his bread and breakfast.
Yes. You know what I'm saying? Go to Cape May for a few days, enjoy it. Come on.
Yeah, she's a traveler.
Oh, we gonna talk about that. Here we go. So yeah, that's all we saying. It just felt deliberate. It ain't nothing, animosity, but it's just like it shows you that you're going in the right direction.
Yeah.
Yes, it do. Yes, it does. It's
and each route is not for everybody too. So like, some people feel like, I like what they're doing and trying to do the same thing, and that this might not work for you.
Yeah.
So I think that's where when it's trying to sell the sauce and realizing, this is not as profitable for me.
Yeah.
It's not your road to go down.
Yeah. It's so important that we stay in our lane.
Yeah.
Eventually
stay in our lane.
And eventually you're gonna have to put in your own work and make your own lane. You know what I'm saying? You can only do it for so long. You know what I mean? You can only copy and do whatever for so long. Sometimes people want to see, all right, what are you going to do? What originality you got? What ideas you got? I mean, I guess you should take it as a compliment. You know what I'm saying? That's like I told her, I said, you take that as a compliment. I understand where you're coming from, but take it as a compliment. There's nothing you really can do about it. But just keep going in your lane and keep, keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? Be you, do your thing, and be great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you're great, people going to watch. People going to want to, do what you do.
Yeah.
Shoot, listen. I admire them glasses you came out with.
Oh,
Shoot, I was telling her about the glasses. I was like,
hold on. Sir William L. Is the one who did the design.
Oh, snap.
Yeah,
I might have to talk to.
Glad you guys like them.
Yo, those things is fly. Those things is fly.
My guy was in his bag, bro. He's in his bag, man. I got teenagers asking for those frames now. Teenagers. That's it.
You might have to you might have to do the podcast on the side if that take off.
Yo, they going, brother. Like literally, the frames. I know people are like DMing us and like, yo, we ain't get you. Look, we gonna say this, but we got y'all. We gonna get you. But again, we in the beginning stages of everything, and
I feel you.
Look, you gotta do it. You gotta take it as it comes. That's it.
Hey, is there ever a conflict of interest? Like you might have a sauce, you like, I know this sauce gonna go. Yeah. And then, your lady might be like, I don't really think that's it. You like, I know this is gonna go. Like,
yes.
Is ever that?
Yes.
And you guys
ever
at
each other's throat.
What flavor? What flavor?
I came out with this one called, what's it called? Bumbleclot Hot? Ross Cloud Hot. That's what it was. And
yeah, that one is still we sold it at just one show at the Cannabis Festival. It sold. The thing is, we have to perfect it, and we go back and forth with it. We use a Carolina Reaper, and you wanted to add a couple of this other stuff.
Yeah, she, there's a lot of times she, or we have is a lot of times she'll come to me for advice about the business, and I'll say, I think this, and she like, man, I don't know what I don't do this anyway. I'm like, well, why did you ask me?
Well, this is the number prime thing. I sometimes need help. Like, how like you can't do it all, and you have to start designating something for a person so that you can have more. Like, so the whole thing now is like getting a different product, right? And not just like, because that, you kind of reach some sort of like, roadblock when it's just one product. You want to have like, oh, you already have this in your pantry. All right, we also offer this or that. But don't, it's like only 24 hours. Like I said, I work full-time still, 2 full-time jobs. This business is full-time. I do this. Yeah. I think about this business every day. I do things for the business every day. And I'm still doing a full-time job. So I feel like sometimes I want to designate things and just, pick something up from someone that's already got it established. But it's kind of that torn thing where then you're throwing another person in or possibly depending on another person for something. He's all about do everything yourself. And that's where we kind of riff with each other a little bit, because sometimes there's not enough hours to do it all. It's not enough for now. I'm like, well, for now, not like, but then later, yes, revisit and then do it all once there's time.
Okay, just in terms of the flavoring, and the hotness and having to test it out. Who's the tester?
It's a thing where we both have to approve it and say this is legit, and then neighbors. Or family members, his dad, try this. And we put it in a smaller batch or something. What do you think about this? We'll always ask the Caribbean person first. Yeah. We'll ask a random neighbor, like our neighbor, Lee, or like some neighbor that would be a customer that would be at a farmer's market. So you get their opinion too. And then you ask a Caribbean too. You want to get yes from both.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, this is good.
Because it's not always what you like; it's what the customer.
Right.
Yeah.
Like for sure.
You know what I mean? You can like whatever. It's like them rappers that like I make music for me and like they don't sell no damn record.
Like that one flavor. There's a flavor. I don't even like pumpkin, but we sell. But it's actually good. It is, but it's not like my twist. but it sells. And that's the thing. Pumpkin spice jerk sauce. It's seasonal for the fall. It sells. Yeah, it's not something that normally, so that's why you have to jump out your comfort zone for certain flavors. Also, blueberry chipotle. That one.
Whoa. Hold on. You jumping out the gym with these. So, pumpkin spice, I love pumpkin spice lattes. I get made fun of because I do. So, how do you blend?
White girl.
Is
your inner white girl.
This is my inner white. Yo, I mean, like, I go to Starbucks. I'm like, yo, let me get a pumpkin spice latte. My cousin girlfriend used to cook. She said, "You like PSLs?" I'm like, you really made that an acronym? Like, for real?
Yeah.
But pumpkin spice lattes, what flavor do you reach for within the jerk sauce that can meet to make that an actual hit?
So all of the jerk sauces we actually blend in. So like everything gets blended in. So like, for instance, like peaches are blended in. Blueberries, fresh blueberries are blended in. So with pumpkin, it's actually like, we actually blend in pumpkin and cinnamon.
It goes, the she would tell me, because she made it. I had nothing to do with that. But she would, like, when I tasted it, when she made it and I tasted it, I was like, this is actually good. So when I tasted, I could taste the pumpkin and I could taste the cinnamon with some of the peppers in there. And for the cinnamon and the pepper, they do a blend. And she makes it where it's like it's a milder flavor. It's not a hotter flavor. It's a milder flavor. Because you don't want the peppers and the heat to take over the pumpkin or the pumpkin spice, which is kind of like, on a mild. You want it to all blend in well and all complement each other. Yeah. And when you and the heat comes in as like, it comes in slowly. Yeah. You know how some, like, you might get a hot sauce, it hits you right there. Like how she made it, it comes in slowly, goes out just
pretty fast.
Pretty fast. You know what I mean?
And it's thicker, so it's good in like a crock pot, like as a sauce, like it's like a chicken or whatever, and the person can throw it in and just, it makes itself. So it's one of those flavors where that's why I pointed out where you just said you make for the customer, because there's some flavor, like I like spicy stuff, so I usually don't use most of the sauces that are the milder ones. That's just not my twist. But obviously when it's taste tested, it's something I'm like, well, this is good. Like, it's good. I'm just not a spicy person, but I can't make I'm not a mild person. I like spicy. I'm like one of those people that put hot sauce on everything.
Who determines the smoke level? Who determines the smoke level on like, you were saying you were doing the kebabs, you were doing, chicken. Like, who determines, like, yo, this will, on a smoke level, on a smoker, this sauce will be good?
I'm the marinade seasoner person. Okay. So I marinate and season, and he grills.
Yeah, I love grilling. Like we had 3 grills at one point in the backyard because I just love grilling. Yeah,
this is good. This is good. I'm glad you said that, Crystal. Crystal, marinade, you grill.
Right.
I clean. If it has to be cleaned and all that. The whole
yes. Let's talk that talk. Talk that talk, Crystal. What do you do? Like, are you Ziploc bags? They have to marinate over certain days. Type. Tell us.
Yeah. So use a big bucket. From the restaurant store. So like a big bucket with the lid, and throw in like a bucket can hold about like 30 pounds. I want to say 30 pounds of leg quarters. So sometimes, depending on how big the event is, you got 2-3 buckets, right? And you season and you have to let sit. Ideally 2 days. But definitely it had the minimum is 24 hours. That's the minimum.
Yeah. So when my brother and my dad would teach us like to make jerk chicken, they like, I would just put the season on and throw it on. They're like, what are you doing? Like, you can't just put listen, when you making jerk chicken, you have to know 2 days ahead.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you have to, you got to get them leg quarters. Usually the fat, dark meat. You can jerk anything. You could jerk fish, you could jerk whatever, but in my family, they mostly use leg quarters, and you screw up the leg quarters, and she'll call me, you know, she'll make the jerk sauce or the seasoning and put it on there, and then I put it on the grill. You know, if we have a get together around here, we put it on the grill. You know, I make it and everything. A lot of the stuff that gives a good smoke flavor is the allspice, thyme. What else is
nutmeg?
Nutmeg. That gives a good smoke flavor. And when you use natural charcoal on that too, and it can't be direct heat, it's got to be indirect heats, and you get that.
Also, you got to get in the skin, and that's a lot of people, like, if they come back and they don't know, like, I think they just don't know how, you know, to do it, you know. So it's a process. Like, it's not where you could just, oh, I got it. Like, if you want to try to do as much as you can authentically, or you want it to really, the flavor really to get in, like it's no poking holes. Like, I'm like stabbing it out. The chicken's getting stabbed up, okay? For sure. And we're making sure we're getting in the skin, like under the skin. We're rubbing on top of the skin. Like, it's gotta be like health. Like, the seasoning gotta be extra heavy. And
is there seasoning going on before marinades? Or is that marinated?
Season first, then marinate. Throw on. So we use a little bit of seasoning and our jerk sauce. We like to stick with a hotter flavor. So, you know, we usually do the hotter flavor. Classic can work too, but we like to do the traditional, which is his family recipe, the Jamaican voodoo.
How hot is that on a hot scale?
Spicy.
Okay.
So this is it actually here. That's the cover.
Show
the Jamaican voodoo right here.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So
you said spicy. So when Sir William Miller says on a hot level, let's say like traditionally, like, you know, right now the hot show is Hot Ones, where they eating the hot sauces and all that.
Hard to see here. We do have
twist a little bit. Twist.
Yeah, have a meter there, and that one's a spicy one. So one up would be the fire,
which is
the Ross Plot Hot.
So yeah. Oh, sorry. But so the thing with her sauces, they're to me, the spice level is, you still get flavor. It's not a lot of people mistake it for like a hot sauce, which is not a hot sauce. Okay. It's a jerk sauce. So you can use it as a marinade, or you can use it as a sauce like after, when you make whatever and you pour it on top. Now the thing is, she's not making it for like a internet challenge. You see what I'm saying? My dad taught me how to make it. Is not to be making it for like an internet challenge where it's like some, you know, like you said, the hot ones. We're not trying to. It's when I got taught to make it and she started making it. It's supposed to complement your dish. If you like spice, if you like it to be spicy, it's supposed to complement. You're supposed to taste all the blends and herbs and seasons. You're supposed to taste that in there, and you're supposed to taste your food. You ever taste something that was just so hot you can't taste your food, or you can't even taste what's in the sauce? Your mouth is just burning. And that's not it. That's not what the gold is. That's not what what she's trying to go for. It's more of, you like spicy, but you still like what the food you're putting it on. You might like your salmon. If you made your salmon, you still want to taste it, right? So you don't want to put something so hot on it you can't even taste it anymore. You like your chicken, you still want to taste your chicken, but you don't want to put something on it, you can't even taste your chicken anymore. And that's the point. I think one thing she was always telling me, she was like, I cap it to a certain degree. So she doesn't let it get, even with the ghost pepper. I think it's too hot, it's too hot. Right. And like I said, I like spicy. So if I'm like, oh, this is too hot, unless it's something that we want to advertise, like, I want to advertise like this is hot. No, it's some people, because there is some people out there that just ghost pepper is hottest thing. Yeah,
the ghost pepper is hot.
Yeah,
pepper's definitely.
You tried it by itself before you put it in.
Oh, with the So the ghost pepper had to do a transition for the ghost pepper one. Had to do like a little bit of brown sugar to transition for that, because without it, The ghost pepper overpowers. Completely overpowers.
And also, she uses well, in my family recipe, we use the sweet onions.
Yeah.
So the sweet onions is a base. The sweet onions and the tomato, it brings it down some. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So it brings the ghost pepper down some. It's still hot, but it brings it down some where it's like, okay,
so natural sweeteners.
Right.
And people have said, like, this is the best ghost pepper sauce that I've ever tasted because they're so used to ghost pepper just being hot for no reason.
So is there a misconception of what people think jerk sauce is?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
If it's not the joke when somebody comes over like, oh, this sauce is for you, he's a jerk.
Right.
It's a lot of that. First off, it's a lot of people that just don't, what is jerk sauce?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of that question.
Remember, we live in Bucks County now.
Yeah. But then there's people that
But you're introducing them something. You introducing
I know. Listen, a lot of people out here, like my neighbors or whatever, when I be making jerk chicken out in the back, they never even had it before. Never, they heard about it. I would bring it over and give them some. I'd make a platter for them, bring it over and give them some. They never had oxtail before. They never had rice and peas before. Listen, they never had curry chicken before.
Y'all turning them on to a whole nother world now.
Yeah, somebody was like, what do y'all, it was, I think, even the guy the mailman.
Yeah.
What is it that y'all be making back there? Because the smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of times when he would come, that would be around the time that is almost done and you could really smell it. Like if we're going to a show and you deliver the mail around 3:00 and we got a show to start at 5. Oh, you can smell that. Like, so, like when he's grilling the back or when we have cookouts and it's like, I don't know, the mailman, it was just strange because we didn't even know the mailman knew it. Like, what? And then they was like, oh, this is what you guys do?
Is the mailman black or white?
You said what?
Is the mailman black or white?
He's white. Like, what is?
That's dope. You gotta put people on, man. Gotta put people on.
Yeah, no, we around here, we made a lot of friends around here. They come over for like, just for, we have a little, put the fireplace in the back, chill, just a little chill session. They come over, they chill. A lot of people that she made, a lot of business associates she made friends with, they come over. A lot of these people that own these beer breweries, made a lot of friends with, they come over, they chill. They never had, they might even had jerk chicken, but they never had oxtail, or they never had curry chicken, or they never had, just a lot of island food. You know what I mean? They come over, they my folks is here, they meet them, you know what I mean? And it's just a vibe, we put them on a lot of things, and they'll see me. I'll go to the beer. When's the next time you having a cookout? When the next time I need some of that food. I need some of that whatever. And, so, you put them on a lot of stuff. Like they don't really, a lot of them travel into Philly. Some of them don't even travel into Philly. They'll probably be in Philly probably once every couple months, and it's just on business type stuff. You know what I mean? So they're like in their own little bubble sometimes out here. You know what I mean? So
there's so many towns in Bucks County that a lot of times. And then from the news, you just have to pay attention to somebody from the outside. Do they really feel like they want to go into the city with what's been going on? Yes. So like a lot of them, honestly, the Doylestown, New Hope, there's a lot of really dope towns in Bucks County that the restaurants are really nice. The food's good. And it's parking. You don't have to worry about PPA, because I got PPA, PTSD. I really do. Whenever you're from the city and you move somewhere else, you're always thinking your car's about to get towed or you're going to get a ticket. And it's just not that feeling. So a lot of people don't want to be bothered with that.
PBA is crazy.
Yeah.
He be waking up in the middle of the night.
Yo, they watching it out of your car.
People are like, she be waking up in the night, what's that? I'm like, nobody's
No, that's the PTSD from the condo, because they used to tow cars in the condo all the time. And over their stickers, if you didn't have a sticker on there, if you had a guest. One time he was visiting me when we first was dating, and they was the guy was clicking his car up on there. I'm like, this is my guest. He's like, well, it doesn't have a sticker. So I just have PTSD when it comes to tow trucks.
That's crazy.
And tickets in general.
Oh, dude. PBS has terrorized anybody from Philadelphia for years.
Right.
Like, before I leave this earth, I'm gonna snatch one of them little Jones off before I leave this earth.
Yeah, those things is the worst, man.
Yeah, they want to make an example out of so many people, so many fees. I remember, like, if you don't have all your documents when you go to get your car out, it's an all-day situation.
Right.
Man, listen, moving out of the city probably was like one of the best things ever, man.
When it comes to that,
hold on. Now, and I don't know if Will going to agree with me, I used to go to Ben Salem for the movie theaters because that was the Ducky. That was like, you didn't go to Shuttlehead movie theater. You didn't go to
309.
You ain't go 309. You ain't go.
309 was the truth.
309 was the truth.
It was. You ain't go. Hold on. You ain't go to
Manioc.
You ain't go to Manioc. Especially if you had a whip, yo, I'm going to Ben Salem. I'm going to Ben Salem to the Chamonix.
On the Chamonix, Joe, that's like what 15 minutes, 15 minutes from us. Yeah, that's not that bad. We go to the Chamonix here and there.
Yo, back in the day, if you saw a dude up there up the Chamonix with a girl for the movies, you'd be like,
oh, one of y'all was in a relationship. It's either you or her. One of y'all's in a relationship. That's why y'all was out there.
That's why you was at the Chamonix.
Or you didn't want nobody to know it was her. Like, I'm gonna take you out to the Chamonix.
Yeah, it was so many out in the distance type movie theaters, like kind of.
Man, I used to like the John Shanahan where the arcade was next to it.
Bruh, hold on. Shanahan was dope, but you remember when Scream came out, people started getting stabbed in that.
Oh yeah. It was getting out of hand.
Has anybody ever like wanted to partner with you guys?
Yeah. A couple of people. So actually we have a couple before the partner thing. We have a couple collaborations with local businesses. So one of the breweries that we were explaining to you, so Moss Mill Brewery, which is located in Feasterville. They are so they're in Bucks County. We actually make a sauce called Moss Sauce. We collabed with them and we infuse it with their stout beer. And it has an orange zest. So I add an orange zest in there. So it gives it a nice citrus on the back and it really complements the beer.
That's good. Or some wings. They pair with the wings.
That thing's serious.
Yeah, so that's one collab.
I love breweries, by the way. I love them, by the way. Like IPAs. Like IPAs on the low get you there.
Her brother put me on IPAs.
Yo, they get you there though. People.
Yeah, her brother put me on them.
IPAs are heavy. They're heavy.
You get what? 2 of those, you grooving.
Yeah, you good. Yeah,
you grooving. I get a couple of them yards brawlers.
Yards. I'm in Jersey, so I got this joint called Elementary. It's a brewery in Hackensack. Then we have a black-owned brewery not far from me in Orange, New Jersey. We got Montclair Brewery not far from me. It's different situations. It depends on the blend that they make. But IPA, I always take the IPA because they're like 8, 9, almost 9%. They're hoppy. They're good. And especially with bar food, they're perfect.
Oh yeah, man. Listen, when I first got out of Lincoln, right? My coworkers, we went to this place in Manioc, right? And I didn't even know what this IPA was, right? So they
me either.
They said get them a golden monkey.
Ooh.
Did not know what it was, right? Drunk one. It was like, get him another one. Drunk two. I was done. Done. I didn't even know golden monkey was like
an Indian Pale Ale.
Oh my God, man. That had me off my ass. I remember that night. It was what they used to have on in Manioc. It was like a club / bar in Manioc. It was always popping.
Mad River, I think.
Mad River.
Mad River. Mad River.
Was turned into the Manioc.
It's like some jazz beat.
Yeah. Low key when LeBron used to play for the Cavs, he would go nowhere else in Philly but to Manioc.
Yeah.
And most people don't know why, but I know why now.
Well, no, Manioc is a nice spot. Listen, when I was at
spot, you ain't gotta deal with nobody coming out.
You don't gotta deal with the BS. Look,
yeah,
I went
the BS. Yes.
Me and my squad would go to Mad River, right, and fill out the little forms to get like a free night, what you call hit every night. He was there every weekend getting trashed every weekend in Mad River. They used to think it got to the point where security knew it was us. When we come up, they be like, we knew this one security guard on a first name basis because we would show up every weekend on Mad River. I started putting people on from work from Mad River. They was going more than I was going.
Yes.
Those was the good old days, man. I can't do it no more.
Only thing about it now, and I don't know if this even happened, but only thing about that, any business in Manioc is that it floods out if it's a flood.
Yeah.
Whenever there's a flood, the Schuylkill comes right up and goes right on to any place in Manioc. That's the reason why, like, what's the movie theater right there in Manioc?
Oh yeah.
I used to work there.
You used to work there. You used to work there.
I used to be a manager there.
Yeah, there was a diner right next to it. It was a diner.
That diner used to be
there. The diner.
Yes, Crystal. That diner used to be it.
That diner. I was at that diner all the time.
I went on my first date today.
Eating. I used to have to work till I was the manager, so I locked the doors. So if it was a midnight movie, I was getting out of there too.
Ooh, you gotta wait till everything done.
Yeah. I got to shut the lights down.
So Crystal, we're gonna add this. I know Chris from way back. So you probably already heard this before, but we're gonna talk about it today. This gentleman here was a style guru. He was a style guru before he even knew he was a style guru. He was wearing stuff that was literally different from everybody else, right? This era, and I was just talking with a friend of mine today, and we were talking about like what people wore at Lincoln University in 2002, 2003, right? Up until the year we graduated. It was state property. It was, it was Dickies. It was throwbacks, whatever was the popular wear. Not this guy. He was fitted before fitted. He was wearing trucker hats before Justin Timberlake tried to take it global, or Pharrell. Pharrell maybe was wearing them, but not like it wasn't like the popular thing yet. And the baseball pit jacket,
the varsity and baseball,
the varsity joint, the varsity one. And I've seen people literally in my face hating on him. Yo, what is he wearing? Who is this dude? What is he wearing?
Told you.
What is he wearing? Like, why?
Listen, one time we were talking about it. Me and her was talking about it the other day, and when I was telling this story, she thought I was exaggerating. And I'm like, no, really. No. I said I had a North Face. She's like, everybody knew about North Faces back then. I said, no, not. I mean, North Face existed, but no one really like did it in now. Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It was the Woolridge instead of the North.
The Woolridge and the state pop stuff. Or whatever. So she was like, come on. But she went to Dell State, so she ain't know no better. So,
Oh, I got beef with Dell State on the low, but
go ahead. What I was saying is I didn't feel like people were hating as much on people in Dell State. And I didn't know if it was because maybe because, Dell State, I was figuring maybe it was more like the demographic between the different places and locations were more like evenly distributed. For the most part, where it was less of a what's that person wearing, So that's what I was trying to explain to him.
Oh yeah. It was a different field of engagement, I should say. Like everybody, pretty much were sectionalized by where they were from. So
you know what though, Rob? A lot of stuff, what influenced me a lot when I was like that this was even in high school. What influenced me a lot? It was my older uncles, right? Yeah. So as my older, they Jamaican, Jamaican people, they love flashy clothing, right? Uh-huh. They love their flashy clothing. Even back then, it was all flashy. My uncles used to have bunch of chains, flashy stuff, whatever. I could never afford that stuff, right? But my thing was, and a lot of my style was because I couldn't afford a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I had to get creative. When you don't have a lot of money and you in college and you don't have a lot of money, you get very, very creative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just grew up differently. When I was raised, my mom would put me in Banana Republic and J. Crew. You see what I'm saying? You remember the Eastlands that used to tear your socks red?
Yes.
My mom used to have me Eastlands all the time.
Eastland
all my socks was red. So, you know, it would be Banana Republic, J. Crew. It would be some other type of brands. My mom would go to Bloomingdale's, see something on sales. You know, I was a kid. That's the stuff she would buy for me. You know what I'm saying? And I would see my uncles too. I see how they used to dress. So I was never, you know, Philly has their own little culture. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it's different now because of social media. You know what I mean? So back then,
people getting style from places they didn't even visit.
Right. People go
because
on,
they see
on their Instagram. They see that, and they're like, "Oh, this is okay to wear. All right, I'm gonna wear it." Or Kanye wearing this, I'm gonna wear it. Or whoever wearing this, I'm gonna wear it. You know what I mean?
I'm glad you said that. Well, before I even say this, Crystal, what's your personal style, or what do you feel invigorates you on a day to just get dressed, get up, go about your day? What's something that you like personally?
So it changes. I think I'm more of a sporty person though. Like I like, and it'll say I like. I'm not like, I'm wearing heels all the time. Maybe because I'm so tall as it is, and I'm always taller than everybody. But I do like, I like a lot of like platforms, or you know, that kind of like, or platform type of sneakers. Yes. And I like something to stand out or pop. So like, you know, if I'm wearing all black or something, I want like one little pop piece or something like that. So that's more of my style.
We were the same size sneakers.
Does that include hairstyles too? Does that include hairstyles, or does just the aesthetic as well?
Yeah, so my hairstyle, I'm natural, so I don't like add like weaves or anything like that. I don't wear wigs. I do a lot of protective style, and I like long. So I have like, you know, if I do a protective style with some sort of braid, it's normally long, or I wear my hair naturally curly, like in a wash and go. Where I try to protect my hair and like what I'm doing now, and kind of like let it rest, you know, as much as I can, and not add too much heat onto my hair. I do dye my hair though, so my hair is blue right now. It's probably hard to see here, but so I do like bold colors, but I don't like adding like weaves or anything, or wigs. I'm not into that.
We love, and Caviar and Cream and Caviar Conversations, we love anybody that is trailblazing their own their own trail, doing what they do. That's what we want to really showcase, and we want women to live in the skin that they've been given, right? You know, look, a lot of people don't really love the body that they're in, and we have to understand and showcase that, you know, this is what's out here, what you've been given, live in it, love it. The hair, we got beautiful hair, we got beautiful eyes, we got eyebrows. You know, there's people that are altering their bodies to look like us. Real talk. So, you know, I'm glad that you saying like, you know, you got your hair color, you like this. You know, we got to be bold in what we're doing.
When I first met her, she was what was you was always hold on. When I first met her, I just saw because she's very tall, right? So I saw this big afro.
Oh yeah, I do wear fro.
She used to always, when I first met her, she used to always wear a fro, right?
Yeah.
So I saw, and she always would wear like Afrocentric type stuff, like everything Afrocentric. Like she would have the big earrings, Africa, all that. This was like years ago.
Right here, I still support my African businesses when they make earrings. I'd rather support them than some other jewelry brands.
And everything she used to wear was like earth tone. Like everything was earth tone. And Afro earth tone stuff with the Afrocentric stuff. That's when I first met her. You know what I mean? Now, usually a lot of times now, if I get something, she'll just take it. Like she'll not like take the style, but like when I'm done with something, because like let's say I get a jacket and I'm done with it, she'll just take the jacket and she'll wear it. And we actually wear the same exact shoe size.
What?
Yeah, we wear the same exact shoe size. So like she'll see, like I'll get a pair of sneakers, right? And then she'll like it. And then like after a while, I just like, here, yo, I like, all right, yeah, you can have it or whatever.
Yo, hold on. You're blessed and highly favored on so many levels. You don't even know this. Women have the best colorways.
Oh yeah.
And sneakers, shoot, like fur. I don't. Some people may not agree with me, but women have the best colorways. And then sometimes women feel like we have the best colorways. I guess it's each way.
Nowadays, I think a lot of times, I think a lot of exclusive women releases have some fire colorways.
There's some fire colors, yo.
Fire colorways.
That now you like, yo, if your feet not small, you can't get into it.
Right. But like I said, because we were the same size, she'll see something, and I know because she'll make a comment. She'll make a little comment, and I'm like, all right, I know she wanted it. All right, when I'm done rocking it, you got it, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, that's a cool thing.
I take his shirts too.
Yeah, she takes my graphics, my graphic tees. She takes them. You know, I get a couple wears out of her. She takes it, and you know, it is what it is.
Who you like right now? Who you like right now?
Like what, for as in fashion?
This is both of y'all. Yeah, this is both of you guys. Who
you know me, Rob. I'm still.
Who do you like right now?
I'm still. You know, I know everything is the high fashion thing now. I know it's all going that way and whatever.
All right.
I'm still into my Stutzy, man.
Okay, Stutzy.
I tell you one brand she loves Stutzy too. That's one thing. When I met her, she used to
You'd be like, which shirt? Now I'm always gonna pick the Stutzy one.
She took all my Stutzy shirts. She took all of them.
Been around, consistent brand.
Right. Now I also I love Brain Dad.
You get the shoes that you get all the time with the part in the middle with that.
Shoot. Which ones is those? Those is you talking about the tabbies. The tabby sneakers, the Mason Margielas. I got some Mason Margielas. There's some tabbies.
With the severed toe?
Yeah. See, people was clowning me for those, right? But when they see it in person, those are my favorite.
I got a question.
How do they feel?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Now, so when you first put your foot into them, they're not uncomfortable. So if you get your right size, now where the big toe is, the leather is kind of snug, but as you wear it throughout the day, it loosens up. And it just feels like a regular shoe. Now it gives, and you're just going to blow your mind. It does give you a little bit more stabilization because like your toe and the rest of your other toes, like if you're in an uneven surface or like in a rock or what, exactly. They're not, see, people used to see me like, how do those fit on your feet? How do they, but I'm like, they're actually pretty comfortable. I love those shoes, man. I actually got two, they was expensive, but I got 2 pair of them. I'm actually trying to get the black ones. The black ones are still fire. I
tried to get those at Boyd's when I was in Philly. They had them at Boyd's. I tried to get them, and they had my size. You know, and I wear 12. 12 is hard. It's a hard size.
Yeah. I know. I got a lot of people that I know with the big feet. It's hard to pull off some stuff. It's hard to get them Johns. But I'm trying to get the black ones and rock it with a pair of crop pants, a crop smart pants with no socks.
Hold on. Let's back the trunk up real quick. Please tell our subscribers and viewers what a crop pant is in your definition. Because some people just say it's high waters, but if we do it's deliberate. It's deliberate.
A crop pant. It goes up probably like a 2 inches or 3 inches above the ankle. I like a crop pant. Some people. It could look like high waters if you get your crop pants a little too tight or a little too fitted. I like to go the more, I wouldn't say baggy, but almost wide.
Like a flared out?
Not flared, but kind of like a wide pant, almost like a smart pant. You know what I mean? It gives a shape to you. It doesn't make it look like your clothes are shrunk up. You know what I mean? And if you have a minimal sneaker or a minimal shoe with that, I think it like the Margielas. You got something minimal but different. You don't need a bunch of colors, just something minimal.
Yeah.
It pops.
Do you bang with Uniqlo?
Oh,
I
listen,
do, yeah. Uniqlo is
listen,
when you was about to say, yeah.
Listen, Uniqlo, you listen.
It's actually Uniqlo.
You know how many times I was down, Rob? I was down, and we had to go on vacation. I was like, man, I got a couple dollars to spend. Where am I gonna go? I gotta look something new. If I take pictures, put it on Instagram, I can't wear this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Straight to Uniqlo. I love Uniqlo U. Oh,
Uniqlo.
Listen, Uniqlo U. That's probably like one of the. I love it. It's simplistic, but it makes you look. It makes you look chic. It makes you look expensive. I love their t-shirts.
Yes. Hold on. And I told somebody this. I said, "Yo, Uniqlo makes sure. First of all, the fit is crazy, and I don't know if anybody knows. Uniqlo did not want to come to the U.S. They didn't want to adapt
when it first came to
to our bodies. Yeah,
I think when it first came to the U.S., it was in New York. And then the sizes,
but they said America is fat,
right?
So they like most Asians, they're contoured, their body, they're small stature. So the CEO did not want to adapt his clothing to our culture,
right?
First.
Even when
he didn't see the bucket that was coming with it, though.
Listen, even when with the Uniqlo Cause collection, right? It runs smaller, so you got to go up a size.
Yeah.
So I know it's like a more of an Asian fit, or but Uniqlo, man, let me tell you something.
Uniqlo is golden, man.
Uniqlo, listen, when you got a bunch of bills, when you got a child, you got a tuition to pay for, you got Uniqlo has saved my life. Sometimes I go out, they're like, we going out tonight. All right, listen, man, I gotta go down to Uniqlo and get one of them thick tees.
Yep. So you can get an outfit for an interview, to go out to the club, to chill. You get all your outfits in Uniqlo. And as my man right now, who's buzzing right now, Pusha T, it's my guy. Everybody knows this is my favorite rapper in the world, point blank.
That's one of my top 10.
That's one of your top 10. He said, he says something luxury about Uniqlo. It's just something luxury. The tees are so well made. You can wash them 100 times and it still feel the way you bought it out of the store.
I got probably like 20 Uniqlo tees. And the shades they come out with is the Uniqlo U collection, the shades they come out with. They had this lavender one, and it's a boxy tee, kind of crop. Yo, you put it on what I was rocking with? I was rocking with a pair of blue jeans, just a light clear blue destroyed denim. Or you tuck it in, whatever. But because I'm short, you know what I'm saying? And Uniqlo has hooked me up. I just want to meet the CEO, shake his hand, because and I mean it's affordable too. And you go there and you look at the t-shirts and you're like, man, this is only $15 for a tee like this. It's thick. The quality is amazing. They have the Uniqlo, and what else they have? It's a Uniqlo U. They come out with collaborations here and there, and I mess with
my man,
J.W. Anderson. They did an A.W. Anderson collaboration,
who also is the creative director for Louis V. They kill it. J.W. Anderson's killing it by himself as well. Crystal, what's your go-to store?
So my number one is Zara. Zara, Uniqlo. I would say are like my top two. And like I said, I'm really sporty, so I do like a lot. I like a lot of like Ivy Park or Adidas. So I grab from them too.
Ivy Park sneakers.
Huh?
The Ivy Park sneakers.
Yeah, sneakers. Yeah, I have a pair of the platform ones are the ones that I got where I was talking about. I like sneakers that stand out, but it's still like very minimal. Like the color is like a nice cream.
I never are those unisex?
What would you say? Probably.
I've seen a man wearing before.
You tried them on?
I actually have seen a man wearing before.
No, did you try them on?
Me? No. No.
Same size now.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't trying one. I ain't try those on now. No. But I have seen some men wear. I seen this one guy. He had the What the white and blue ones.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen some guys wear them, you know, but I don't know. I mean, if you could pull it up, listen, me, I'm like this, man. I'm like, explore. When it comes to fashion with me, I say explore, man. Explore, find your own little, your own little niche, find your own whatever. What I don't like is when people go on social media, see something and they can copy that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think you should try to come up with your own style. You know, even if people, you know, don't worry about what people call it, but come up with your own style. Come up with your own pieces or whatever you like. But like I said, I seen guys wear them, and I mean, from the guy I saw wear it did look cool on him. You know what I mean? It's not my twist, but that doesn't matter if it's not my twist. You know what I mean? But it did look cool on him.
Everybody that's trying to get into the business or sauce business, whatever business, and you know, there's always peaks and valleys, you know, ebbs and flows. What advice can you tell them?
So it's going to be a lot of trial and error. But the key thing, and I stress this even to people that aren't doing sauce, everyone, and it was a little bit kind of to our first show when I was trying to make things more perfect. Just do it. Because, you know, that first show I was a little, but even so, every show there's something we don't have, or we look like, oh, we really need, or I really need this, or this banner looks nice, or this, you know, this or that. Just do it. Because I feel like a lot of what holds people back is they want to be all put together, and then they're never going to be all put together, or they just never lift their foot up and make moves. So literally, I just go out there and, you know, I look at, you know, errors or things where like, all right, next show or by the next month, I'm going to make sure this is good or that is good. So that would be my key advice, a bit of advice to people. Also, you have to make sure you note take very well. Like I don't even use my phone for my dates. I have old school pen and paper. I have a calendar book that plans out the entire year. Like there's dates that's all the way in the fall already for things. I take key notes about all the pros too. Like, all right, if this was a plus, I mark that down because you can't remember everything. Because then the next year I'm like, oh, what was the name of this one show or the name of this one place? Like, so it's all about just always making notes of like those, especially the really good, but then make notes of the bad. Like, you know, I'm not going to do this next year, or what am I going to do differently? Like that, so that I'm in a better place. I want to advance every year. I want to be better than have the business better than what it was the previous year. So what can I do to make it better next year? So always looking at that. So last year, or I'm actually not even going to say, I'm going to start with 2021, which exactly a year ago, this day, had 2 retail locations. Just very first 2. Now there's almost 10. So within a year, that expansion between not having any retail locations or not even thinking about retail. So now the sauces are available at different stores. So they're selling other places at different farmers markets. We are at farmers markets as well as festivals. A couple of the places they're within this Philadelphia area, within Bucks County and Philadelphia County. A couple of places, Linvilla Orchids.
Oh,
yeah.
Linvilla, that's we all went to Linvilla with some
Alamonte's Italian Market in Doylestown, which is really, really nice place. Beef Jerky Outlet in Langhorne. For my West Philly people, Spruce Hill Provisions, which is a nice, quaint market. So just working on those retail locations. Also this year, One Love Jerk Hut was nominated for Best of Bucks for specialty food. So currently, if you can, and I'll share the link with you, vote for us. Right, currently in first place out of all of the other nominees. So want to keep that first place going. So it's only going up from here. Just not even saying every year, every month has been a new advancement, and we're sure to have more retail locations than the ones that I just mentioned to you, the couple that I just mentioned. Well, I'm sure we'll have more in the following months. Because like I said, even with when I mentioned the breweries, once you have one, then it's 2, then it's 5, then it's 10. That's just how it goes when in this industry. Once you're in one or your foot is in the door in a certain thing, there's talk about you, and then other people, oh, and it just, that's kind of just how it works with this. Once the one door is open, several open behind that door.
Wow. That was powerful.
Tough word. This is that tough word. I love that. Yo, she talked heavy right there. Definitely. I'm feeling really glad that you guys started off the year for us, for real.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm honored, man. I'm honored, man.
Not only just across the board, like, Sir William and I are in this journey right now. We collaborate, we talk endless. We talk almost every other day for the most part, unless it's a crazy weekend. But literally, you guys have kind of given us like some outlook of, trial and error. Yo, it may not work on this, but it'll work on this. May not work on that, but it'll work on this. And we want to plug away, like, to every dime that is out there, for real. This is what we want to do all day, every day. We want to do this. We want to, spiral it out to different things. And I'm glad you guys, have found a niche and plugging away at it. It's dope. Crazy.
Yeah, it's got some cold days. Like, we out there, 20-degree weather, whatever. It's no days off, and the weather is not a factor for any of these moves. So that's the one thing I noticed, that some people, they turn the switch off, but the business runs, 365.
Yeah.
No matter how many hours of sleep, so many hours of no sleep. Preparing for big festivals like the PA, like I mentioned, we were talking the Pennsylvania Cannabis Festival, no sleep. I probably can count the hours. Harry Potter Festival, no sleep. Because things got to get done, and there's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
And that's what separates the businesses that really try to make moves. Yeah.
That's where separation comes in. Who wants to do it and who really wants it. And I definitely see the sauce, like, because I'm just thinking in my mind, like, yo, jerk sauce is going to be booming, like, once you guys like drop it, because it's like, you don't never really hear about, you always hear where the hot sauce at or whatever. But when you hear jerk sauce, it gives me just a different feeling, like a different vibe. Like, the food's just it's going to be good without the sauce, but with the sauce, this is going to go crazy. And I see you guys just expanding into like all the major market brands and stores and having you guys, have your own store. Is there a website where they can get it at, or how can they find you guys?
Yeah, www.1 is the number 1, onelovejerkcut.com. Also on Instagram, same thing, One Love Jerk Cut on Instagram and Facebook.
One Love Jerk Cut on Instagram. I'm following, man. I want to take the sauce. I want to take it.
Yes, for sure.
There it goes. And there
hey, listen, and also listen, I need some merch, man. I need some merch, man.
Hey, hold on. So listen,
I've been bugging you for this for like the longest.
Yeah,
he has.
For the longest. Hold on, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest. That is kind of like the ongoing tale. Sir William L knows. Yana shouted us out and like was like, oh, y'all cooking me, whatever. Listen, we gotta make this the demand, like the demand. You got it. No, you got it.
Look, I'll wait.
You got it. But at the same time, we like to put out good products.
I understand.
Good product. No, you're not gonna get trash from here.
Oh no! I seen the hoodies.
You're not gonna.
I see the hoodies.
He got one on right now.
I know. I see it
right now.
I know that ain't no gilding hoodie.
Yeah.
I know it ain't no Fruit of a Loom.
It ain't no gilding.
I know that ain't no Fruit of a Loom. I can tell that ain't no gilding.
Listen, you're not gonna get trash, man. And but we gonna take care of everybody that has, definitely that has been a part of us and our growth. And again, I'm humble tonight, bro. For real. Like, no dice. You already know. I keep it real. I'm humble because I see your growth. I see what you guys are doing. I see how you're hustling. And it makes me feel good just to see my Philly natives, my people that are doing like the thing, like not making no excuses. That's it.
Yeah.
Last year, man. Last year.
Yeah, it's all. I just started following y'all right now.
Thank you.
Right now.
Yeah, bro. No excuses, man. And
all right, so Rob, can I at least get at the top of the list? Can I get in between the top 10 people there? Can I get on the top 10?
What? I'm top 10 of what?
The top 10 of the list of the merch.
Oh, bro, you got it, man. What you want? Hoodie? You got?
I want a hoodie. You know I'm a hoodie. You know I'm a hoodie guy. I love a hoodie.
Yeah, you are. And these are flared out cuts. Like, so William L gets his joints kind of like a little bit more snugger because he in the gym. He want to show muscles and whatnot.
Okay. He one of them cats.
I do work out, but I'm not cut like this guy. So
leave him alone, man.
I like my joints to be a little bit more fashionable. I like it to be flared.
I like it to be wide too, man. Let the cut dudes that's with the Herbalife and hitting the gym 3 times. Let him have that. I get me the job.
He got the Tiger Woods hat on right now.
Yeah. He probably just left the gym. Came straight to the interview. Look, man.
But like literally, we already in planning right now for the next frame. We already in planning now for the craziest summer tee you're about to see. For real. Like, no, you think it's a joke.
No, I believe you. I seen the glasses.
It's gonna be crazy, my guy. We're not gonna play. And
I'm a believer.
We talked to Jay, and I hope Jay watches. We said, Jay, you got to get caviar and cream in your store. He said we could talk about that. That's all I needed to hear. When somebody said we could talk about that, some people take that as like, oh
no. When Jay give you the word, when I know Jay, when Jay give you the word,
when he said we could talk, yeah, we're gonna make this happen. And you got 2 people right here that like we want to just push. We want to do it, man. And I'm glad you guys came on there. Like, as we close, you can give one word each person to inspire our viewers, our watchers, subscribers, people that may just come across us if we make a post. Give them one word just to inspire them.
I could say, man, keep pushing. Keep pushing is going to be. I know you said one word, but it's more than one word.
Yeah, go ahead. One word. I was going to say pushing P. Oh, pushing P. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was
push it. Keep pushing, man. Keep pushing.
That's the same for you, Crystal?
Yeah, I mean, that was the first thing that come into my mind, or just work hard. Sorry, that's 2 words, but
that's 2 words.
Work hard.
Compound. We're gonna make
that's the only way.
We're gonna make that a compound word.
This is a compound word.
Yes. Okay.
Listen, man. You guys inspire us too, man. You know.
Oh man.
You inspire me too, man.
Don't make a teardrop out of this.
Listen. I see what y'all do, and she know. Like I talk about y'all a lot. You know what I mean?
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
It's just crazy. Just how, like I said, how y'all came out the gate doing 100. You know what I'm saying? So
thank you, bro.
Y'all inspire me too. You know, not just y'all. There's a lot of other people from Lincoln that I see doing a thing, inspire the hell out of me too, and I'm proud of that, man.
Yeah, definitely.
I see that, and I'm just proud. Definitely. You know what I mean? Just to know that I know y'all, and I've been around y'all. You know what I mean?
Say word.
Say
word. Say word.
You know?
Say word. That's the most important thing. I'm gonna say this, and this is my last thing. I'm gonna shut up. I feel like people don't understand or underestimate that you can live a second life. That you can go out into one trajectory and then like do a Deion Sanders, right? And go into something different. But some people are so complacent and staying where they are and not starting over again. That's the whole fear, is that starting over again.
Right.
And literally, I wanted to cut that myth that you can start over again and you can be successful in what you want to do. And I like the chase. I like this right now. I always say this. Guys like the chase. Ladies, we like the chase. We like that little moment where you feel like you can't get the girl, but she give you a little look like, oh, you might have a chance. That's the same thing with success. It shows right there, and you can see it, and it's tangible, but are you going to go for it? And right now, talking to you guys, I feel really, really like charged to go for it. And I feel like, you know, with my bro here, ain't nothing that we can't do, literally. And I thank you guys for coming on tonight, man. Troy, yo, toast your water. Toast your what you got, bro?
I went and snuck a little bourbon, Kentucky bourbon.
Okay.
Oh, all right. So toast to you guys. Toast to One Love Jerk Hut. Thank you for coming on tonight and hanging with us. Appreciate you. This is a caviar toast, even though we're not toasting caviar. We did do it last week.
Next time.
Yes. You got to try caviar. Yes.
Will you try it?
Crystal?
I'll try it.
All right, Crystal. All right. So let's say this. Let's do a challenge.
Okay.
You challenge me to try your hardest and most craziest ghost pepper jerk sauce.
I got
you.
And you try a spoonful of caviar, which doesn't sound the same, but literally, your life won't end. Your life won't end when you try the caviar. My life might end with the ghost pepper. All right.
All right.
All right.
All right, man.
This is Caviar Conversations. You see my man Sir William Melton, the caviar and cream. You see right here the caviar and cream. I ain't gonna let y'all know what that is.
Oh, that's
we'll talk later about that. Again, thank you. You had One Love Jerk Hut with us. We hope that you have enjoyed this evening with us. First show of the year. Thank you. Be diligent in everything you do. Love your family. Caviar Conversations.
Caviar for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, bubble bath.